If Vice President Harris were to win this election, would you accept that result?
No. I'm not going to move to another continent, but just watch out, man. We're in trouble. So,
And if Trump were to win the election, would you accept that result?
absolutely.
Why would you accept that and not the other?
When he was in office for the 4 years, the economy was doing great. Put up a wall. Yeah, he had that in check. We didn't give money away like this Paris deal. That's a joke.
The climate deal?
Climate deal's a joke. You pay money for people to talk to God and they can control the weather. And nobody can do that. That's just rip-off money. All these wars that we just had, that was all under buying.
But we didn't have any wars, right?
No, the wars that took place, Ukraine, Israel, and Gaza, they got the money.
But that just happened now, but that didn't happen because, did it? I mean...
Money talks. You give money to Iran, that's what they did. That's what they should have did. Us pulling out of Afghanistan back in the day, all those soldiers getting killed. Biden doesn't know what's going on.
If Trump wins, will you accept that result?
Yes.
If Vice President Harris wins, will you accept that result?
No. No, because I won't believe it's possible. I would have believed, look, if Hillary won, I would have believed it. She had her support, and she was a first lady, and she was a senator, and she was Secretary of State. No, I do not believe, I do not believe America is a country full of stupid people. I don't believe people can be stupid enough en masse to vote for Harris because she's a fraud. I won't accept it. This is my 89th Trump rally. I think if it's a fair and honest election, Trump is going to beat Reagan's record. He's going to take all 50 states, but I'm cynical. It remains to be seen. This election could be stolen too. Biden was never really the president, and she won't be the president either. This is Barack Obama running for his 4th term as the puppet master behind the scenes. Harris is useless. Kamala's useless, but can I tell a little interesting story? I mean,
it's Kamala, right?
Something like that.
Kamala.
Kamala, like the wrestler. He called himself Kamala, and his name was really James Harris, so he was Kamala Harris.
What's your name?
What?
What's your first name?
My name is Edward, but this lovely lady, Shelley.
Shelley, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I have lost virtually all faith in our electoral system of how badly and how poorly things have been run with your voting machines, with, Dominion voting. Those are hackable voting machines. It's been proven. That's horrifying.
So if Donald Trump were to win, would you accept those results?
I would like to see a fair election. I'm not some person who's just going to, blindly, if there were cheating on his side, I would have just as much. It's the fact that when you are confronted with all the evidence that, you've had this entire system of going back and forth between, we stopped counting votes at this time, and it all just seems very suspicious. And I wish we had a stronger electoral system that allowed just for on the day voting that allowed you to just cast your ballot and it counted. There wasn't this mail-in ballot.
So you don't think there should be mail-in or early voting?
Absolutely not. I think it cheapens your democracy. Not even democracy. We're not a democracy. We're a republic. Democracy
or a democratic republic.
Yeah, and democracy is purely mob rule. It's two wolves voting on what's for dinner, and a well-armed sheep, hopefully, pushing back a little bit.
A lot of the crime in this country comes from people who were born here. The two people that have attempted assassinations recently, and fortunately unsuccessful.
I wonder why that is, because of the rhetoric the Democrats and stuff are putting out. Obviously, he's doing something right. That's why they're trying to keep him away. I've seen that from the beginning. From the beginning, when he ran for president, I watched every rally he had then. I haven't done it lately, but I watched every rally in the beginning. And then I'd go to the media, and they would tell me something on the that happened at the rally that didn't even happen. They just twisted it to their benefit. That's what made me a Trump supporter. I seen them lying on him. I seen it with my own eyes.
If Trump were to lose, will you accept the results of the election?
I still say he won the last time. He got more votes than he did before. And according to what I hear, obviously I don't know all this, he had enough votes to win. I mean, in the middle of the night, Biden picks up a lot of votes. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, as someone who was in Pennsylvania watching the count, a lot of there was an unprecedented number of mail-in ballots that year because of the pandemic.
Well, how about the Trump tickets that they found in the ditch? I mean, there was a lot of stuff here and there. I'm sure, I don't know how big it was, but it was there.
60 courts said, or 59 courts said, nah, we looked into this, or we're not even going to look into it because there's not enough evidence. But if it happens this time,
It
you'll.
is what it is, brother. It is what it is. We'll take it as it comes.
And what will happen to Donald Trump if he were to lose this election?
I don't know what happened to Donald Trump.
Do you think he might go to jail?
He could, but he's got enough money. He might take care of himself. We'll see.
And what happens
I
to the
don't believe he deserves to go to jail.
what happens to the MAGA movement were that to happen?
Look around. Do you think this is going to stop?
If Vice President Harris were to win, are you afraid that they're going to try and put the former president, President Trump, in jail?
I mean, probably not. No, probably not.
Will you accept the result of this election?
Yes, I will.
Whoever wins.
Whoever wins.
I feel like I got to come out and support him. You know, he does so much for us.
What specifically, people say that. What specifically has he done for you that gets you feeling that way?
He gives us a voice, and he kind of runs interference for us. I feel like, excuse me, but if he wasn't there, they'd be coming for us and clamping down on us. And
who's us in this case? Like when you refer to that?
well, I think of us as the American people, just the regular folk out here that are trying to make a living, working for a living. So,
Like half of that us, though, you realize, believes that the other way, right?
I do,
Yeah.
I do, and you make your own way through. It shouldn't be given to you like by the government. And I think the more we rely on the government, the less free we become. So, I feel like he's about freedom, and just giving us a fair shot, and putting somebody in between us and the government that's trying to clamp down on us. So.